A lot of the time throughout the healing process, you feel the need to explain yourself to other people, to defend yourself on certain things, why you look at things the way you do, or maybe you just have it in your head that you have this turmoil with someone, but because you're healing and forgiving, you don't want that there anymore, so you want to connect with them and fix it. But it doesn't work like that, does it? A lot of times when doing that, they might think that, you're crazy, don't message me, like, I don't like you because of what happened. And even though we're coming from a place of pure intention and good, they don't see that, and then it weighs heavier on us. So if you've ever experienced that and you're trying to climb your way through it, here are a few things that I've learned along my journey that have helped a lot. Welcome back to the Radiant Sun. My name is Kendra, and I help people get through the blocks in their lives to get to their ultimate success. A lot of your healing journey will bring up some unresolved issues in your life. And a lot of times you feel the need to go back and try to fix everything. And our ego has this amazing skill. I'm sure you know what it is. It tells you a long list of lies to make yourself feel like you're going crazy, and that now you need to go talk to a certain person and bring up all of those past traumas and memories and everything, just to try to heal the situation and bring peace to both people that played a part. But really, it's all a healing journey that's within yourself. It's not necessarily anything that you have to do outside your little bubble. I mean, some of it, yes, if you're not aligned with some of the people that's in your life, then it might be time to let go and to meet new people, experience new things. But a lot of the time, the healing is what's inside of you. It's how you perceive of the situations, how you think, how you feel, how you act. That is going to make all the difference. So if the other person never sees what you want them to see in the light that you see it, at least you have the knowing and acceptance in yourself of the situation. So a lot of it actually stems from childhood trauma. And pardon my voice this morning, but a lot of that childhood trauma has been buried and buried and buried, and is just drowning under all this adult bullshit, right? And we're just trying to ignore it. Past is in the past, it happened, it's over, we dealt with it, but we didn't. Because a lot of times needing to defend ourselves in certain situations, and Bagheera will agree, a lot of times that is because in your childhood, even if on paper you weren't, if you were to tell your parents this, they might say, well, I didn't do that. But sometimes when you're a kid, you feel unheard, unseen. And some upbringings aren't the best, and that might be exactly what happened. Other childhoods aren't. And your parents work and they still make time for you, but they're so busy trying to maintain the household and get all the groceries done, all the bills paid, make sure they're eating, they're sleeping, and you're safe, healthy, and happy. But a lot of times when if we were to go up to our parents and say, wow, look at this really cool thing I did, and we're so proud of it, and we just can't wait to show people, and then they're so busy they don't understand how excited we are. So then they look at it and they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then they turn around and finish doing whatever they're doing. So when we get that, it's oh, okay, I guess it's not it's not exciting like I thought. That's okay. And that's just one little example. You can go in so many different directions with that. But a lot of the time what we do as adults is because of what we went through as a child. And the only way to really heal that is to do some shadow work. So I have this great meditation that I learned, and really you go back in time and you start talking you can do this on your own. I can post a guided meditation, which I might anyways, just for the sake of having it there for you. But basically, you would go back into one of the most traumatic moments from when you were a kid and step into the moment and talk with yourself and try to bring light to whatever situation is going on, and just try to make your younger self laugh and smile and just let them know that it's okay, that everything's gonna work out, everything's gonna be perfectly fine. And the beautiful thing about this is, because when you're daydreaming, or sometimes even when you have a dream, like, it's so vivid, and then a couple weeks go by and then you can't remember if that was a dream or real life. That's how powerful our brains are. So when you go back in your mind and you're talking to your younger self and you're making them laugh, you're changing that memory, and you're making yourself remember a feeling of happiness and joy from when you went back and you talked to yourself. So I will do a guided meditation on that, but that's just one example of a type of meditation that you could do to try to heal that inner child and to try to reconnect with it. And when you bring that version of you back into the present world and you're able to kind of feel like a kid again in a way, then you go into these same situations where you would feel like you would have to defend yourself, but instead you think, okay, defending myself was a reaction to how I was feeling in the moment, but what if I didn't react? What if I responded to it? What if I thought about what would happen if I did defend myself, and what would happen if I didn't defend myself? Most of the time when you do defend yourself, you feel a sense of closure at first, and it's like a weight lifted off your shoulders, but then it turns around on you. You feel immediate pain, and all that weight times 20 is crashing down on your heart. But if you don't defend yourself, and I'm sure there are mixed opinions on this, but if you accept what the other person is thinking and how they're viewing you, what their opinions are, and list goes on with that, all of those things you can't control. The only thing you can control is what you're doing, how you're thinking, feeling, and acting. So if you just bring acceptance to how they're feeling and where they are in life, but just hold the space for them to grow and to learn and expand, but keep doing what you're doing, keep putting in the work, worry about yourself, and just let go of all the hurt, all the stress over it, all the anxiety that you might feel, like if you run into them at a store. Just keep doing you, because really a lot of people, and I've heard this a lot recently, you're going along your healing journey and you think that you have to forgive everybody else around you, but you're forgiving yourself. You're letting yourself know that it's okay to feel what you're feeling, and you need to lean into it and let yourself process the feelings. A lot of us will feel those feelings, recognize that they're bad, and say, oh no, I shouldn't be thinking and feeling that, because then I'll act like that. I need to suppress that and put it away and bury it. It always comes back up. So just recognize the thoughts. You don't have to live in the thoughts, but feel the thoughts, feel the feelings, and process, move on from it, and then it won't keep resurfacing. And it really boils down to the fact that other people and what they're doing in their lives and what their opinions and judgments are towards you, it's none of your business. It's nothing that you can control. It's not your life. You're not feeling what they're feeling. You're not going through any of that. So instead of trying to heal something that you have no control over, focus on yourself. That's like the first step in this huge journey that we're in, and it's self-healing. And I've found forgiveness for a lot of people in my life that I never thought I would. Now, there was a lot of hurt there, and actually one thing that helped a lot with that was somatic breath work. Victor Odo does that. Him and his wife, they do such an amazing job, but it allows you to bring up your strongest trauma in your life and deal with it. It's because everything that triggers us in life, we push it away, we move it away, and we move away from it because, well, it's triggering. Like, I don't want that in my life, I don't like it. But Lean into your triggers. Notice what they are. Be present with them. Think to yourself, why am I triggered by this? Where does this stem from? Because a lot of times you'll find that it's nothing to do with the other person. It's everything to do with yourself. Really just allow yourself to go through this. Breathe. Trust the process. Everything will be great. Okay? I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.